I didn't want to make this video too long, but as far as being a TI, I just wanted to speak on how when you're a TI and you realize that a lot of your family members and people who are closest to you are involved in your perping, and this goes for the targeted individuals that still have to be around family members in some shape or form, or you faced financial sabotage and manufactured events that have basically try to manufacture forms of poverty or obstacles or struggles in your life. That way you don't really break away from these people. What I want to say about that is that narcissism and certain mental illnesses such as narcissistic tendencies and people who have God complexes and exhibit these sort of behaviors are the main people who are involved in this sort of sabotage or organized stalking and proxy stalking. And a lot of these people who exhibit this type of behavior are family members. Like, for instance, I've had narcissistic, parents. I've had people who were triangulated against me by them. And that goes for, step parents as well, who aren't even your real biological parents. I've had people I feel were planted in my life that had connections to certain people in my family before they even were sent to be planted in my life. So a lot of this is facilitated by outer family members, and especially those family members who are connected to the military or Army Reserve or anything of that nature. A lot of these family members or outer family members are actually connected to the hospital industry, the medical industry, and a lot of family members that are connected to more organized stalking have been a part of EMS, firefighters. They have connections to people who are in positions of authority, which is basically used against you in these sort of cases. So all I want to say is that when you're a target individual, it seems as if the people closest to you are the ones who basically try to sabotage and set up obstacles in your life and paint false narratives about you, saying that you may have a mental illness, or you may be an aggressive person, or something's wrong with you, and they try to paint these narratives to everybody else in order to cover up their involvement and basically speak on your behalf or represent you. Yet at the same time, you never really get the chance to speak up or represent yourself. So I think that's why when you speak about your story so much, and when you actually come out and start speaking the truth, or you just live in your purpose, not even making videos, just really ignoring these people and not falling for the plots and setups, I think that's when they kind of get more offended, and a lot of them actually start trying to initiate arguments, or let's say you're keeping your distance from these people, but yet you still have to be around them. At the same time, it's like that in itself kind of pisses these people off, because they're like energy vampires. A lot of narcissistic individuals like to energy siphon off of empathic individuals who actually have souls. So these people are actually vehicles for lower level entities, or what you would call demons or demonic forces. So a lot of them know that you believe in the Most High God, you believe in a higher power, and that's why that type of demonic presence which is on them, and those lower level entities which is on them, actually gets offended by your presence. That's why these people don't need a reason to hate you. They don't need a reason to conspire against you. They don't need a reason to get all these people triangulated against you and create a bunch of division and drama and chaos in your life, because that's how these lower level entities operate. They basically just need a vehicle, and they serve their purpose. It's like a hive mind. If you notice, a lot of narcissists and perps, it's almost like they all act the same. It's the same spirit on them in different bodies within different individuals. So you can tell who is the spiritual dead, who's the NPC, who are the sheep, by the way they target you without cause. They don't need a cause, and this is why I honestly feel connected to Psalms, because a lot of the Psalms within the Bible speak on these things. A lot of the Psalms talk about being persecuted without cause, and it's very true. It's really true once you experience it in real time. And that's why these days I'm not close to no mother figure. I'm not close to no father or stepfather figure. Most of my siblings have been triangulated against me. So I'm not really close to narcissistic individuals, because I've already spent half of my life being persecuted and put down by narcissistic individuals and being targeted by people they're connected to, and within this community, the lies they've spread on me to get people to get reactions out of me. Even if I stay out the way, even if I use a gray rock method, I don't speak, I don't give it no energy, they still send the attacks in order to try to get a rise out of me. So I just want to make it clear that once you start cutting these people off and cutting them out of your energy, narcissists, they feel like they have to somehow, get in touch with you either through text or call, or try to insert themselves back in your life when they know you're slipping away. And that's that demonic force and presence within them. And another thing I want to say is, a lot of our narcissistic families tend to hide in the churches. So they do a lot of evil, yet they're involved with churches that are ran by covens and closeted Freemasons and witches and warlocks that are closeted witches and warlocks that are behind closed doors doing wickedness, helping sabotage and perp people, and putting life insurance policies on people, doing all this wickedness behind closed doors, but presenting themselves as spokespersons for God or the Most High God in the public, which I think, in my opinion, if you're posing as God's people and you're doing all this wickedness and evil, especially if you're a perpetrator participating in group stalking, organized stalking, targeted harassment, cyber stalking, proxy stalking, all these sort of crimes that basically violate a person's, not only violates their rights on a legal level, but it violates human rights on a humanitarian level. Once you're doing these things, in my opinion, I don't think the Most High God's with you. I don't think that you have the Most High God's protection. So that's kind of one thing I've noticed, that they like to hide behind the Most High God's name, but yet you do all this evil and wickedness. That how could you use the Father's name if he never knew you? So in my opinion, I don't think these are children of the Most High. I think these are children of Satan. I think these are just a bunch of satanic degenerates that, the misery loves company. It's a group of miserable individuals that tend to target you, and they basically, co-conspire with your family members to help them do these sort of things to you, and present you as somebody you're not to the public, to sabotage you in any way, shape, or form if they can, to somehow help them get your devices hacked and so forth. And one thing I want to say before the end of this video is, I know that these people are only puppets and useful idiots for the higher ups. So I know that there are higher entities within the government, within authoritative branches, and certain groups that are in authority positions that are actually giving these people the playbook and helping organize these people against us. Something like group stalking and organized harassment, slang termed gang stalking, and all these forms of sabotage and systematic oppression. This is not done by just a random guy from down the street. This is not done from just a random civilian. They're having help from higher authorities that are helping these people do this. And just as it speaks in the word, the wickedness is in high places. That's usually where the wickedness stems from. So I do believe these people will have their day I do proclaim that against these people. And I haven't lost faith, and I'm not losing faith. I don't care if they turn this whole community and the people who were considered my family against me. I don't care if they keep doing tactics while I make these videos like they did as I was recording this. I'm going to speak my truth, and I'm not going to let a bunch of people misrepresent me and write my life how they want it to be and hide behind the scenes like cowards, like groups of cowards and all these Freemasonic and Eastern Star groups and so-called secret societies. Because the truth of the matter is, if you really walk with the Most High God, you don't have to hide. There is no secret. There is no oath. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I thank whoever listened, and I wish y'all the best, and to take care of yourselves out here. The world is not what people think it is, and it doesn't matter if people believe you or not, because you know the truth, and the Most High God will give you the discernment and intuition to know the truth and call these cowards and these wicked authority figures out. So just do what you can, and I wish y'all the best. That's all I can really say at this point. Y'all take care.